Hey, y'all, we're back. We're going to talk about a subject that I know a lot about. No, actually, I don't. I know nothing about Ocean Lakes Family Campground. Right, guys? Ask everybody in here. Do I know anything about Ocean Lakes?
Yes, you do.
Nothing.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, Jimmy Pistone, good seeing you.
Good too, buddy, man.
How you
Good to
been,
see you
man?
again, buddy. You too, man.
Well,
Well, last time I saw you, I was walking by Ocean
I know,
Lakes.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
You see, I can do a little bit better with that.
Well,
I need some tips.
you're all right.
No, I need some
You're
tips.
asking for health tips from this fella?
Why, sure, Jack. I'm a health walker.
That's great. You're looking good, doing
Thanks,
well?
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. Life has been good.
See, last time you were here, you had a new addition to the family.
I did.
You
She
showing
is
pictures
now
and all that.
a year old now.
Yeah.
Getting tall as me, which doesn't take much.
No,
But she's getting there. Yeah, we're blessed. I'm very life is doing good. Very thankful.
I love it.
Yep.
How are things over there at Ocean Lakes?
Good. We're like we were talking, everything this crazy pandemic world we're living in, where it just seems people want to come to work and don't want to come to work. We were very fortunate, very blessed with the first part of the year with rehires. You know, we get hundreds of rehires that come back every single year. Now getting into the Memorial Day season, getting into the heart of our season, now it's going to get those good people. So that's what we're kind of working with now.
Now, your office is over in the headquarters.
It is right beside. Yeah, a lot of people when they pull into Ocean Lakes is where the front office is. Our building is right to the right of it.
Okay.
Yep. So it's Human Resources Department. I think a year and a half, 2 years it's been there. Built a new addition for there and kind of moved everybody over into that area.
I don't go over there when I visit.
You should go
Once in a
there.
while. I mean, I've been.
I've seen you in passing.
He doesn't
like
want to
once.
see his wife.
New offices. I have been there a couple of times
Yeah,
and not
right.
seen my wife.
I think I seen him in like coming out of like a utility closet or something when I
I
was
did.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was
she
there
stuck him in
a
there.
couple of months ago. Oh, it was because they've done the whole remodel on the front.
Yeah,
It looks good too. Yeah.
It looks very good. We
Yeah.
had some people who came in who hadn't been there in, well, I guess since everything happened with the pandemic, and they were still used to, with us celebrating the 50 year and everything revamping, and they were still used to the old counters and all of that. And she came back and she was like, geez. And for us, that was something that I think we're all proud of, where companies, when COVID hit, and companies are tightening their belts, for us, it was capital projects. It's, okay, what can we do to make this place the best when they do come back? And they are able to come vacation again. So,
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, you guys did not need to build the water park.
no.
I mean, you really didn't need to.
Right.
But you're giving more value and creating more
For sure, and even with the positions with the lifeguards, that has just been. Everybody wants to be a lifeguard. I cannot tell you the people who will message me on Facebook or who have called the office and, when can I be a lifeguard? My daughter just wants to be a lifeguard. My son wants to be a lifeguard. And as we tell them, as I think I said last year, 16-year-old is our minimum age, but people are like begging to be lifeguards. For me, I'm just too pale skinned. I think
Right.
I would fry.
Yeah, you would fry.
I would
And
fry.
then the first question after that is, can they swim?
I know.
And then
Yeah.
the response is, do you think they'll ask?
Yep. Yeah, our aquatic supervisor, Devin, we do a lot of the in-house onboarding now, and he came into the office, I think it was last week, and I was just asking him, how does the process? I mean, he was telling me what they've got to do for the testing. I said, there's just no way.
Yeah.
So the ones we've got, you rest assured, excuse me, if something happens, excuse me, to your family or kids, they are the best of the best when it
Yeah,
comes
they
to training.
know. They know.
They are trained to a T.
Yeah.
To a T.
Well, the thing about the Jackson companies in Ocean Lakes is that you've got folks that have been there forever. I mean, kids that work there as high school come back after college, they
Yeah.
get their careers there. But then you start bringing the cream of the crop. Devin's another great
Devin,
example.
yeah,
He's been in the
absolutely.
water park business most of his life.
Yes, he when the human resources side, I got to actually meet him. I was blown away with truly how smart he is when it comes to that. Like, he knows his craft when it comes to aquatics, when it comes to water park, without question.
Yeah, everything. I mean, he could draw out the formula of how you make the
Yeah.
water safety.
No, is that right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to tell you what, they're very stringent when it comes to, being able
Yeah, well,
to
they take it
swim
serious,
and-
too.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, listen, it's just like the beach lifeguards. I mean, we used to have to swim around piers. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, I'm serious.
Yeah, oh
It's
yeah,
nutty.
yeah. When he was telling me
Yeah.
the training stuff, I was blown away. And I guess for me, maybe it was ignorance. Maybe it was just kind of not diving into the exact of what was going on. And when he was just explaining to me what he did and the training and the classes and what the new hires and rehires go through to be certified to make sure that we know guests are safe when they come, it's spot on.
Yeah, and there's really no time to really look at the girls. I'm serious. I thought that was
What
part of
kind
the
of
gig.
world is that?
Well, when I was
don't wanna live in that
When I was a
world.
lifeguard, that was my world. I looking around, checking them out. I was like, oh, there's a swimmer out there. Looks like they're having a problem. Do I have to leave now? Guys,
Yeah.
just got just got her number. But yeah, it used to be that way. Of course, that's always been,
Yeah.
the bronze babe
Yeah,
killers.
it made
that
me
kind of thing, but-
proud, I would say, to be a part of us.
Right.
The more I've learned, like I said, I've been with the company for 4 years, but being at the RV center side, you're kind of, you go to that department, you go to that realm, you're in the RV world. So coming to this side now for the last year, I've been able to, interact more with the managers, to develop a relationship with them, and then learn about that, but then learn about the company, all around the company, not just Ocean Lakes, but the Jackson companies in general. And it blows me away how meticulous and how smart the people we have in place. A lot smarter than me. I'll say that. A lot smarter than me. That are running things. And now I understand when you're talking 25 to 35,000 people are in there every a seasonal day. You understand why it's so organized, why it's so efficient, is the people that
Well, and the maintenance, all that stuff.
yeah.
I mean, the people take care of the landscaping and all on the ball
Yeah,
all the time.
It blows my mind, just looking at it. And I say that, as I said last time, I don't say that because I'm on here trying to plug something. That's why I'm so proud to be a part of what I am and what I do every day, because I want people to experience this, and in the recruiting side, that's where people are offered all these incentives to come work for us, come apply with us. We've never had to do that. Our biggest incentive is our reputation. They come here because they want to work here. While yes, me as a recruiter is to go find them and door knock and beat down doors and go to drive-thrus at restaurants and Taco Bell and say, hey, what are you doing? And trying to take people, I do. But we have people that come to us that want to be there. Or we have parents who reach out to say, hey, my kid's turning 16 in 3 months, let me know. And I had a lady, which is just a blessing, they're from outside of Greensboro. And I talked to her about a year and a half ago, and I've developed a relationship with her while I was at the RV center. Well, towards the end, she knew I was going to come do this, which is my background. So I've been talking to her for the last year about her daughter turning 16. So her daughter turned 16. She got her little VW Bug Beetle to come to the beach, and she got a job at Ocean Lakes.
See, that's great, man. I tell you, I wish I had that opportunity when I came down.
That's what
here,
I said. And for me, I've been in retail, was in retail since I was 16. Going to high school, folding clothes, making a little car payment money and stuff like that. But then I didn't know about Ocean Lakes. I didn't know about the Jackson Company. So while I'm blessed and grateful that I spent 18, 19 years in retail, I wish I would have known about Ocean Lakes.
Yeah.
Like Greg Bender, who, people come to me as, oh, Greg, that's, in charge of things. Lance retired. And I said, yeah, but he was like, I think, planted the first trees in Ocean Lakes.
Oh, yeah.
When they were
Yeah,
here.
he's done everything
I
there.
went to a job fair there one time because I only lived like 2 blocks
Yeah.
away. So I went to a job fair to see if they had any part-time stuff or whatever. That place was packed.
Yeah, we have so many retirees that
Yeah.
I want something to do. Can I have 2-3
yeah.
days? Absolutely.
You had to bring up retirees, didn't you?
I know.
I said, go back and give me part-time. Oh, yeah, we get retirees
Well,
there,
if the
too.
orthopedic shoe fits.
Well, I guess so.
Wear it.
Yeah, well, orthopedic sandals. Smart aleck.
Well, what departments are you really looking? I
So-
would think that food service would pop up
Food
on
service,
the radar.
it is. We, our Ocean Lakes Facebook, we went on there and just was kind of honest, saying, hey, as anybody is with Horry County and really the country, struggling right now with food service. It's the restaurants are closing early,
Right.
drive-throughs are shut down. They're doing all that. Same thing with us. We're hiring nonstop, and again, we're still hiring. excuse me, multiple a day. But food service is that big ticket item because people's got to eat. So
Yeah, everybody eats.
Yeah,
Right.
and just
and
expanding.
by the way, that unemployment check isn't going to last forever, gang.
Yep, we were.
I
at,
want to get down there and look for a gig.
Excuse me, these allergies.
Yeah.
we were in the office
Need a
the other
cough
day.
drop?
No, sure.
Here, have a drink of my
I'm
coffee.
okay. And
I've got COVID. Go ahead. Don't
I
worry
don't trust
about
that coffee. It's too
Yeah.
early for all that. But no, we were in the office just playing around, and that's what we were trying to get like a tagline for recruitment. Don't sit around and wait on your STEMI. Come talk to Jimmy.
There you
Kind
go.
of thing. We're starting to put it on a
Give me that
billboard.
one again.
Don't sit around and wait on a STEMI. Come talk to Jimmy. That's our new plug.
it. Don't wait on a stogie.
That's right.
Come see your
But it is the
doggy.
truth. That's our world we live in.
Yeah.
So for us with the food service, we're now food service restaurants are, I'm going to give you $13 an hour. I'm going to give you, $500 sign-on bonus. I'm going to give you this, and that to entice the people. I go back from a business standpoint, when I used to manage retail and saying, there's no way that can sustain from giving money out when you haven't got the money back in from a guest or a customer. So that's
well, it's like the minimum wage 15 an hour.
right.
I mean,
yeah,
come on.
it's the crazy
Yeah.
world we live in right now. But
Yeah.
for us, it is the food service. That is our biggest target now. While Tony, which is our food service manager, is hiring great bringing in all these people. I talked to him yesterday, and he brought in, I think we've got 4 people coming in today at 3 to
Awesome.
do new hire paperwork.
Well, that's good.
So we're hiring consistently. We just need more because as other companies are slowing down, kind of laying back, we're growing, we're pushing forward. So we need those.
Well, everybody's having a hard time hiring. I
Yeah.
don't understand it. Everywhere where you look, we're hiring,
Yeah.
but
And it's a dog-eat-dog world, too.
Yeah.
And, a friend of mine manages a Taco Bell in Pearl Myrtle Beach.
You said Taco Bell twice in this interview.
That's my place.
just trying
I ate it yesterday.
I'm just
Jack.
listening, man.
It's good
I'm
stuff.
intently, yeah.
5
See.
tacos and a quesadilla. That will the closest.
So
thing
you
can
just
come to
drive up there
Jesus,
and say, "Give me 5."
basically.
I love
Yes.
that so much.
Yes.
Don't you?
Oh, right, yes.
And I was telling him, you were talking about the hiring. He's struggling really, in that industry. And
Sure.
he said, Jimmy, look, he said, I love you and I know you. He said, but please don't come take my people, because he knows I have no shame in coming in the
good.
drive-through holding
Well,
up
if you
the
see
line.
somebody that you see
Yes.
and you run across people that go that extra
Absolutely.
mile, and you do want.
I
them
have
on
no
your team.
shame in that. I
No.
held up a drive-through and had horns beeping at me to get the best people.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I'm okay with
it's
it.
called recruiting.
As for recruiting, I'm okay
That's
with
right,
it.
man.
But you hire all ages, all backgrounds.
All backgrounds. And a lot of people think, too, and I guess for me, for instance, when I went to the RV Center, a lot of people think, well, I have to have experience in food service or I have to have experience in lifeguarding, and you don't. We train you. I don't have been a cook before. I don't know how to really do that. We can train you. Like I said, because it goes back to the lifeguard thing we were talking about earlier, we're so keen on training to make sure we have the best of the best on the front lines, or in my department or any department that you have the best of the best.
Well,
So-
you train on the way you do it.
Exactly
That's
right.
right. That's the problem. A lot of folks, when they go out and get a job, well, they may have worked in a different restaurant
Right.
or whatever. I got a lot of experience, yeah, but you got to learn it our way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that could be a disadvantage
A
of,
disadvantage,
of
yeah.
knowing, well,
Yeah,
thinking you know
I had
how
that
to do it.
conversation not long ago with one of our managers that we were talking about that exact same thing you just said, the disadvantage. And so that old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And that was that same thing for me on the management side in retail. I would rather have someone who had the somewhat knowledge, know-how, capability, but not 27 years of experience, where I can teach you the way I've learned what not to do. I can teach you the right way. And that's the same thing with us food service.
Well, everybody's got a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we just expanded our food service department. Added new ice cream, sodas, all of that to try to help the line out, because Tony's very meticulous on efficiency and what works and what doesn't work. So now adding that part on, again, going back to the world of COVID we live in, we weren't pushing back, we're pushing forward.
Okay.
So it's capital projects, it's redoing the front office, it's expanding, it's redoing, expanding onto to our meet and eat. We need those people. So it is the cooks, it is the cashiers, it is anybody in that area who just, what is food service? Let me try it out. Well, a lot of people then, when I go to recruit them, and I'm guilty from taking about 4 or 5 from our McDonald's, I'm guilty of that in the area, that they think it's just I'm doing flipping burgers all day, but it's not, because we have so many different areas in the food service.
Sure. And great opportunities for advancement,
Absolutely.
which speaks volumes about the company.
Absolutely.
'cause
It
they're-
just, for Lance, people, when he retired, and him and I were joking, we had a retirement party for a gentleman who just retired on our Crystal Lakes division. And while we were at the retirement party, we were talking about it, and we were talking about the sign-on bonus for these places, and he was like, well, gosh, I got some free time on my hand. What can I, maybe I should do that and get that sign-on bonus. I said, yeah, maybe you should. So it's just the world we live in now. But like I said, going back to there, we're very fortunate, very blessed that we don't have to go to the realm of trying to throw out all these incentives and money. We are who we are. We've developed that for 50 years. Our reputation is the biggest incentive we've ever needed.
What do people do? They're watching
So-
the show now, and
Yep,
website,
so go
call the office?
to our website, oceanlakesjobs.com. It's our main external portal. It's oceanlakesjobs with an S.com. Or call my number, which is 843-828-4828 is my direct number. Or you'll see me in person knocking on doors and trying to get you.
Wow, that's one digit off from my wife.
Well, you can call me, buddy.
Oh, I did, yeah.
You can call me.
I'll call
We
you.
can go to lunch.
Yeah,
You
Taco
gotta buy,
Bell.
though. Taco
Rock
Bell,
on.
yes.
Yeah.
No plugs for Taco Bell. I'm just saying I like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm not getting paid for sponsorship.
My
from them,
man, I love
so.
it. I love it. Yeah, it is really, really neat. And the thing is that's a city, man. In the
It is
summer.
a
I mean, from
city.
now till Labor Day, it's Cityville.
It is a city up, and fortunately for us too, with talking about that when the quarantine and pandemic and the world we we lived in, people weren't going back home to do virtual school. They weren't going back home to do that. They were just camping. So
Yeah.
we're still setting records. We're setting records last year. We're setting records this year because they're like, well, when my kid was going to school and virtual, why not just go on vacation and camp?
Exactly.
So because of that, we're
Right.
rolling on like
Yeah.
we've lived life like it's been nothing.
Well, go to any
know?
RV lot. They'll tell you
it's booming.
something. They're going
That's
nuts.
huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The RV center is they're killing it. They're killing it.
Everything's firing. That's good, man.
We
I love
are.
it.
We're very fortunate. There's really nothing negative I could say besides, like I said, just getting the people. And I think for us too, we have hundreds and hundreds of applications coming in. But at the same time, though, where like I said, where people are doing these incentives to get them, we're still taking that and saying, okay, well, wait a second, is that still the best fit for us? We're still getting quality, not quantity, and
Yeah.
that's what we want.
That's
It's
awesome.
not about trying to
Yeah.
get the numbers. We want that quality person, for us. So, yeah, it's great.
Jimmy Pistone, good to see you,
You
friend.
too, buddy.
Yeah.
Always
recruiter
a
with
pleasure,
You too,
brother.
brother.
Ocean
You too, man.
Lakes
Thanks.
and the Jackson Companies and part-time celebrity endorser for Taco Bell.
With
That's
no
right.
paid sponsorship, I might add.
Sí, Taco Bell.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Thank
Good
you.
seeing
You too, brother.
All right, come on back. We got more River Talk right after.